Okay, so if y'all see my son, it's because he's up from his nap. But yeah, so we went to Miami. We met some college niggas, and the bitch was trying to leave me to go and be with these niggas. Like go back to their room. And I'm like Amanda, I don't think we should do that. Like that's just not something that I'm into. We not in our state. If we was in Brooklyn, I'd be something else. We're in Miami. You're wildin'. I don't know these niggas. Like, and she's just like, come on, come on, come on. I'm like, no, I'm not going back to nobody's hotel room. She like, well, can they come back to our hotel room? No. It's two bitches, you and I, and it's like five of these niggas. Bitch, please. So after the club, we had fun. We ended up going back to our room, and she was like, well, the niggas, I told them where our hotel was at, and I'm gonna go back on. I'm gonna party with them. I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. Our flight is in literally 2 hours, and I ain't got time for this bullshit. I went to sleep. We missed our flight. All that. Like, I was so mad. We got stuck in Philly. We missed our flight. I ain't talked to her the whole time we was stuck in Philly. I don't know what she did, what nigga, or how many niggas. I don't know, because I was in my hotel bed. Sleep, bitch. Like, because I don't play that out of town shit. Like, I know how to have a good time in Brooklyn and in New York, and I know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was in a whole nother state. Like, shit like that just don't sit right with me. My mother raised me properly. Like, I was a thought, but not that much of a thought, you know? So that was another strike on her part. But yeah, after we came back from Miami, like, we just, that whole nigga situation, we like fell back from each other for a little while. I wouldn't even say fell back from each other for a little while. We just, I would want to say like a couple days. Like, I gave her space, she gave me my space, because that shit blew my, like, bitch was ready to leave me in a club for some random ass niggas because they was buying double shots of Hennessy. Bitch, you didn't even know what the fuck they was putting in that shit. That's why I was buying my own motherfucking drink. They would buy me a drink and I would give it to her, because bitch, you were gonna drink it. I'm not drinking this shit. I didn't even see the bartender pour this drink. You're wildin'. But anyway, after we get stuck in Philly, we go back home. I'm not talking to her for a couple days. I'm with Jay at the time. Jay asked me, like, what happened in Miami. I'm like, nothing. This bitch was just acting out of pocket, so we just need a break from each other. Break is over, like 2-3 days. We start back talking again, hanging out like nothing ever changed or whatever. We remain friends. So, down the line, we're going to skip a couple months ahead. Boom, I end up pregnant. She's like, she's so happy for me. She loves my baby father. Well, y'all know my baby father. So she likes my baby father. She feel like it's good for me. It's gonna calm me down. Whatever the fuck that meant. And that was that. So after I told her she was one of the first people I told that I was pregnant. I told my baby father, I told her, and then I told my mother in that exact order. My baby father, Amanda, my mom's. Those are the. Oh no, I'm lying. It was my baby father, Quay, Amanda, my mother, because Quay had a kid already, so I had to tell somebody that had a kid. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so she was one of the first people I told that I was pregnant. So like, yeah, that was a big deal for me. We went baby clothes shopping ASAP. We didn't give a fuck what it was. We bought neutral clothes, even though that's bad luck, but we didn't give a fuck. We just was thinking of baby names. We was going off. She started planning my baby shower, like, bitch, and I wasn't even like 2 months pregnant yet. We're gonna fast forward. I'm 3.5, almost 4 months pregnant now. I'm going on 4 months pregnant. Jacob calls me out the blue, mad random. Like, oh, how you been? I'm like, I'm good. Mind you, I ain't speak to Jacob. We have been broken up for a while now. And I ain't speak to him in mad long. We used to text here and there, like, how you been? But I never told him, like, I was pregnant. Never told him I got with the person I'm with now, like, my baby father. I never told him who my baby father was. I never told him, like, none of that shit. Like, so he calls me. He's like, how you been? I'm like, I'm fine. How have you been? He's like, he's good. He's like, I heard you pregnant. I'm like, who the fuck told you that? Because I wasn't ready to share that with, like, certain people we had. So I was just like, who told you that? And he was like, don't worry about it. I got my sources. Didn't think nothing of it. I ignored his question. He ignored my, like, he didn't ask me again. We talked like nothing ever happened. That was that. Fast forward to I'm about 5 months pregnant. I did this test to where they can tell what you're having early. So I knew I was, why you threw that at me? I knew I was having a boy. And the only people that knew I was having a boy was my baby father's family, some of my family, not all my family, some of my family, and Amanda, okay? She knew, because she was going to be my son's godmother. Again, Jacob calls me. I'm like 5 months pregnant, 4.5, 5 months pregnant now. 5 months, I want to say. And he's like, oh, congratulations on your son. Like, just, you back with this nigga now. Like, congratulations. I'm glad y'all was able to work through whatever y'all was going through. And he was just saying shit that Amanda knew. So I asked him, I'm like, how do you know all of this shit? Like, I never told you I was pregnant. I never told you what I was having. I never told you who my baby father was. I never even told you I got back with this nigga. Like, how are you getting all this information? He answered my question with a question. He was like, can I tell you something without you going crazy, slapping a bitch, and not being cool with me no more? So I'm like, what happened? He was like, let me ask you another question. I was like, what? He was like, you mad cool with Ashley still? I'm like, yeah, like, you know this. Like, that bit, fuck, I said her name, but oh well. We gonna go back to Amanda. You still cool with Amanda? I'm like, yeah. What happened? He's like, cuz I gotta tell you something. Especially since she gonna be your son's godmother. I'm like, how did you know that? Like, and he was just like, just promise you won't OD and get upset. You pregnant. I don't really want to put you in that space while you're pregnant. I ain't gonna front. He was mad thoughtful about it, but he wasn't thoughtful. Because, nigga, you could have told me this before I was pregnant. Because evidently it happened before. When I, like, you know what I'm saying? So, he just, like, he was like, yeah, I just got to tell you something. I'm like, what? And he just was, like, beating around the bush, asking me if I'm going to still be cool with him. So, I'm like, what happened? What, you fucked Ashley or something? And he was just laughing. I mean, what, you fucked Amanda or something? And he was just laughing. And I was like, what's funny? And he was like, nah, I did though. I was like, everything was like, skirt. I was like, you did what? You did what? You fucked what? You fucked Amanda? And he was like, yeah, I fucked Amanda. And I was like, bitch, when? Like, where was I? And he said he fucked her multiple times. He said, and then he broke down all the times when he fucked her. He fucked her that night. I passed out in Atlantic City. That's why I told you that story about us all going to Atlantic City, because he definitely smashed her that night in the hotel bathroom while I was passed out, and then came in there and violated. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he fucked her when we all went to AC. He fucked her when he was working together at the pavilion, and I stopped working there. They used to link up after work and go to the hotel. He told me that out his mouth. He also fucked her that day. I caught him in Red Hook, and he claimed he was out here to see a friend and was out here for a job interview or some wild shit. That's when they had first opened up that crab shack, so it was believable. Like, so yeah, I was just like, for mad long, I was quiet, and he was kept saying like, hello. I was like, I cannot believe y'all would do that. Like, y'all really violated. Like, I would never even look at her nigga AJ like that. Like it's just girl code. I was like, I would never do that to her. Like, so I was like, you know what? I like to give people a fair chance. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna talk to you later. He was like, what you gonna do? You gonna call her? Like, he was just moving funny. At first, he was moving funny like he was lying. So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna call her. I'm gonna just sleep on this. I don't want to talk to you right now because I'm a little angry. Because, nigga, you was my nigga at the time, too. And you out here smashing my best friend behind my back. Like, that's wild. So, and he was smashing her for a good minute. Couple months, he said. So, yeah. Got off the phone with him. I instantly first of all, I text her first. And I was like, hey, what you doing? You busy? She said no. Once she said no, I called her because I needed to hear her fucking voice. And I was like, I need to ask you a question. Can you answer your phone? And she wouldn't answer the phone. kept like ignoring my call, but kept texting me. I'm like, why you not answering the phone? She was like, oh, because I can't talk right now. You just said you're not busy, bitch. So why you can't talk right now? Whatever. So I'm texting her like, is there something that you need to tell me? She texted me back like, no, there's nothing I need to tell you. What are you talking about? I'm like, I heard that it's something that you need to tell me, and I would appreciate if you tell me this now, like while I'm giving you your space and your leeway to, like, bitch, tell me, because evidently if I'm asking you, it's because I already know. She's like, no, it's nothing that I want to tell you. Like, what's going on? How about you just tell me? I was like, oh, listen, I heard you. I kept it 1,000 with that bitch. I heard you smashed Jacob. Jacob just called me and personally told me that he smashed you multiple times, bitch. I want to know what's tea. Like, did you hit this? Like, did you hit that or what? Like, is he lying? Because he just want me to give him more attention? Because I wasn't, like, paying him no mind, really. And when I ignore Jacob, he get into these moods where he just start being a mean bitch. But whatever. So she like, I don't know why he would tell you that. That nigga just trying to get your attention. He probably want to get with me. That's why he acting like that. Or he probably want to get back with you. Or he want to get you mad. Like, she just was like going off. So I'm like, all right, cool. Left it alone. 5 minutes later, I get mad screenshots from Jacob. Mad screenshots. And it's a conversation between him and Amanda. Okay? She had wrote him like, why would you tell Tanasia all of that shit? What are you getting out of that? Like, why would you do that? Like, that happened mad long ago. Bitch, 2 weeks ago is not mad long ago, first of all. But anyway, she's like, that happened mad long ago. I'm like, I don't plan on sleeping with you again, so why would you even mess up our friendship like that? Like, I'm not gonna cop out to that. Basically admitting it to him, pressing him, asking him, why the fuck did he say something to me in the first place? And he sent me the whole conversation. He sent me his responses. Like, it was just, I felt bad. You was about to be this bitch. You was about to be her son's godmother. You get what I'm saying? Like, you was about to plan her baby shower and be around her family, and you was just about to be some fake ass bitch. Basically, that's exactly what he said to her in the messages. I wish I fucking had those, because I would have attached them to this video. And he just was like, you're a bird. So I told her, and that's what it is. And I respect him for that, because he didn't have to tell me shit. Because if he didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have knew. Bitch probably would be my son godmother. She probably would be sitting right next to me doing story time. Like, that's some wild shit. Like, so after I get the messages, I call her. She's not answering. I'm calling her. She's not answering. I text her, and I'm like, listen, he sent me the screenshots. You're a foul ass bitch, and when I catch you, you're gonna catch these fucking hands. Because I asked you, I sat there and gave you the time to tell me. You had mad time to tell me, actually. You could have told me when we went on vacation in Miami. You could have told me when he left that night in Atlantic City. You could have told me this while we were stranded in Philly. Because we was stuck in Philly for like 4 hours waiting for our new flight. You could have she had mad opportunities. You could have told me this when we was planning my baby shower. Like, you could have told me all of this, and I feel like she didn't. Like, it was just like she was just on some every man for itself. Oh, word? So every man for himself when I see you, bitch. She kept denying it, telling me she ain't know what I was talking about. The messages was fake. And I'm just like, bitch, do you think I'm a dumb bitch? Like, I was a dumb bitch because I didn't know y'all was fucking, but do you still think I'm a dumb bitch? Like, now you just playing with my intelligence. Now I feel disrespectful for her, and when I really catch you, I'm gonna fuck you up. So she just was ignoring my text, ignoring my call. So I called her mother, because that's how cool we were. Like, I called her fucking mother, and I was like, do you know what type of daughter you have? Do you know what type of child you're raising? Like, and she was like, what happened to Nasia? And I'm like, your daughter is a bird. And these are my exact words. Watch her around your husband, because I wouldn't be surprised if she fucked him too, because that's the type of bitch she is. And my best friend, your daughter, fucked my ex nigga. And she knew Jacob. Her mother knew Jacob. So when I told her, she was like, oh my God, Nana, is that a misunderstanding? Like, you guys need to talk it out. And I'm like, her mother wasn't denying that. And her mother wasn't denying that she was wrong. Her mother just was like, you guys need to talk it out. And I just want some, no, fuck all of y'all. That's just how I felt. Fuck all y'all. And I just couldn't believe that. Till this day, I just be like, this bitch is crazy. I have not ran into her since. I ain't seen Amanda in 3 years, bro. In 3 years, I ain't seen this bitch. No funny shit. I ran into her mother. I ran into her African ass stepfather. I ran into her little grown ass sister. I ran into the new baby her mama got. I ain't run into this bitch. Never. I'm dying to run into her because it's like, bitch. I don't even put my hand. This is the kicker though. The bitch gonna tell me when she did respond, you're about to be a mother. Fighting should be beneath you. This shouldn't even matter. Even though I didn't do that. Girl. You ain't shit. It's just that simple. You ain't shit. But yeah, then like that was that. I was so hurt. I had to tell my baby father, but I ain't tell him the full extent of how I found out. I'm like, I just found out. I didn't want to tell him like Jacob called me, because then that would have been a whole nother argument that I was not in the mood to have while I was 5 months pregnant. Like, but yeah, it was. I felt like that shit had me so tight. I could not believe that. Even when I be thinking back, I be like, damn. But let me tell y'all something. This is so fucking funny. When me and Amanda was cool, my mother and my little brother were on a train. They were coming from somewhere. And my little brother, I swear to my dead grandmother, my little brother tapped my mother on the shoulder and said, Ma, that looks like Jacob and Amanda. But by the time my mother looked up, they were getting off the train and going to another cart. She didn't see the girl. She said she saw the girl's body shape and she was fat, like Amanda at the time, before she got her body done. And she said, but she knew that was Jacob. She was sure that was Jacob. She was 100% sure that was Jacob. And it's funny because I was meeting up with Amanda near my mom's house. And I was already near my mom's house. And when when my mother and my little brother got off the train and they came upstairs, they told me the story. Amanda called me like, come outside. So evidently that was you, bitch. Because if they just got off the train and you waited 5-10 minutes before you called me, like, to come downstairs, I know you saw them, and you was like, let me give her mom to her little brother time. And my little brother kept saying, like, nay, I'm telling you, that was Amanda, and that was Jacob. And I was like, Cameron, but he was a kid. He was like, I think 11 at the time, or some shit like that. He's 13 now. He had to be like 10 or 11. I was like, Cameron, you always in grown folk business. Like, why would they be together? Why would they be together? Like, I said, Ash, I said, maybe you saw her. I'm like, I don't think you saw him because she supposed to be meeting me over here. Like, bitch like me was in denial. You feel me? But yeah, that was that. And yeah, I found out that my day one best friend was sleeping with my nigga at the time. And they was fucking for a minute behind my back while I was smashing him, I think, still, too. Because he admitted to that. So it's like, yeah. So that's why I don't fuck with Amanda. Now, y'all want to hear about why I don't fuck with Mary? Because I used to chill out with 2 Puerto Rican girls. We're going to say Amanda, who I just told you the story about, and Mary. Now, Mary's story is quick. So I'm just going to merge hers with Amanda so you can know why I stopped talking to both them bitches. Mary tried to fuck my baby daddy. Okay? Mary slid into my baby father DMs on Facebook, on Instagram. Mary added my baby daddy on Snapchat. Mary used to send my baby daddy pictures. Okay? Okay. And how I found this out is because I randomly used to hack my baby daddy's phone. Like, I know how to hack all social medias. That's one thing you need to know about me if you're going to date a bitch like me. I was a computer geek. Still am a computer geek. I know how to hack all social medias without having a password. With having a password, it doesn't really matter. I can hack it. I can hack an iCloud. So, I hacked his Snapchat, and I hacked his Facebook, and I saw her Snapchat. And this is before he knew to delete messages from Snapchat. So everything was saved. And she approached him about it. And shit went completely left. I went to go knock on her baby father's door, who lives in, it don't even matter. But I went to go knock on her baby father's door so I can tell her baby father what her and my baby father were talking about behind both our backs. Okay? Okay. That's what I'm saying, Shu. Okay? So I told her baby father, her lame ass baby father ain't do shit. Of course. And I just told him, I'm like, you and your bitch is lucky that I'm pregnant, because I would put her face in this ground for like the 5th time. But it's like me fighting his baby mama would have been no points in my book, because I done beat the bitch ass like 4 times already, and that shit is whack. Like, I don't like shit like that. Like, I'm not a troublemaker. I don't like fighting people that I could beat already. Like, I hate bitches like that. First of all, bitches like that grind my gears. Bitches that like to fight people that they know is not gonna fight back, or fight people that they know are gonna whoop they, like, the person's at, like, that shit is whack. You get no points for that. That shit is corny. So I didn't even want to fight her, but I was so mad that I wanted to let her know if I wasn't pregnant, I might have slapped the shit out of you, and then kept it pushing. And she didn't deny it. My baby father damn sure ain't deny it. That's not that. I mean, he denies shit up until a point. If I come with proof, like, he ain't gonna deny it. But he was like, yeah, she fucking approached me. The fuck? So it's like, that shit had me tight. I was pregnant. I was in my feelings. I ain't know what to do. Now I'm on some to my baby father, but at the time I was so hurt. And then it's like that shit happened. Boom, boom. It's like the shit happened with Amanda, and then literally a week later I found out that shit about Mary. No lie. So I lost 2 best friends in a 1 month span. Not even a month. Within 3 weeks. The fuck? I lost 2 best friends within 3 weeks. Mary I knew since daycare. Like, I have daycare pictures with her. Like, I'm mad cool with her mother. I called her mother too. Yes, I calls mothers, so y'all can know what type of fucking kids y'all out here motherfucking raising. Because back in the day, people would contact my mother and let her know what type of daughter she had running around out here. So I'm just returning the motherfucking face. Okay? Yes, my love. But yeah. So this story time has been extended, evidently, because it was 2 stories in one. It was 2 bitches in one. So yeah. I stopped being cool with Amanda because she tried to, well, because she did fuck Jacob, and she was fucking him for mad long behind my back. And then I stopped being cool with Mary because she tried to fuck my baby father.